everybody. My name is Monique, and I'm here with Harambe Art Society. Today, we're talking about we did a tailored dandy versus streetwear dandy, and we did a whole shoot. So we're gonna talk about our experience with each other. I'm so excited. The pictures came out awesome. So I want everybody to introduce yourself, but before I do that, I want to thank Pix. He did an amazing job.
Shout out
he
to Pix.
killed
Shout
it.
out Pix.
So we want to
So
say
amazing.
thank you to him. I'm a big person on giving people their flowers. That's what we doing with Harambe. We give flowers. We give them publicly. You know, not just privately, but publicly. So that's what we're doing. So thank you, Pix. You did a great job. So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. I'm Monique. I am a stylist. I am a upcycle designer as well. And so we're going to go to Elena.
Hello.
Just say your name.
Oh, okay, my name is Elena. Say what I do?
Yes.
I'm a multidisciplinary artist. So I do murals, tattoos, nails, paintings, sculptures, and all different kinds of things.
And my name is Charnay, and I am the owner of Awaken Beauty Inc. It is inner beauty, outer beauty, all things beauty. So I specialize in eyelash extensions, though, and making women feel beautiful.
And I am Shay. I am a stylist, and when I want to, I can also be an event planner.
What's up, y'all? My name is Najee Strickland. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I specialize in visual art and clothing design.
And my name is Cameron. I am a creative, which encompasses many things: creative directing, styling, designing, photography. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start this off. So the first question, so I'm going to answer after I ask the question, and then we're going to pass it. We're going to pass the mic, even though we all got the mics. But what was the inspiration for our looks? That's the question. So I'm going to answer it. So my inspiration was a painting that I seen in New York that I fell in love with. It had an amazing story. I'm going to do some rollout content on what exactly it is, because I'm not going to break it down because it's a lot. But that was my inspiration. So I took from that picture, and the picture had a lady. She was in a wedding gown on a rug, and there was flowers all around her with her eyes exposed. So I took that inspiration and revamped both of my looks. I styled and revamped. And then I also, for my streetwear, I did Low Lifes, which is a group out of New York, Brooklyn, New York. And I paid homage to them because I actually thought the backstory and how they created that whole thing into a whole brand. And I just thought that was dope. And they made history in fashion by what they did, even though a lot of people don't like what they did, but for them to make history was wow. So that was what my inspo was, and that's how I got inspired off of an art piece and then the Low Lifes. So yeah.
Well, my piece, the first one was the tailored look. So I did my dress I made for a gala that I had put together for my business. It's Art, Beauty, and Soul. So everyone came to the gala. It was a grateful gala to say thank you to my clients and to premiere my music video that I put together for a jingle for my business. And so I made the dress for that. Everybody came to the gala and they were Art, Beauty, or Soul. So I was Art, Beauty, and Soul. I was all three, so I had made my dress with the flowers at top, which represented beauty to me, and then the embroidery and the lace, which was art, because it was more intricate. And then the solid color and the flowing of the dress was the soul. So then I tied that into the dandy shoot by adding a tailored jacket on top. And then for the second look, the streetwear look, I was inspired by 90s video girls, so that would be Beyonce, Sierra, Maya, so stuff like that. But then I added a little art twist with the hat. So.
Okay. So my outfit, I've always loved that tailored suit look, like the 3-piece, and I've always wanted one. So this shoot really challenged me to find what fits me. And I chose pink. One, the pink represented, because I lost my grandma in 2 breast cancer. So anything that I do, I try to make it my own and represent something. So the hot pink is my mom and my grandma's favorite color. And so the way that my outfit came together on its own, like all those pieces literally found me that week. And then I feel like this is my year of the pearl. Like pearls have just been calling out to me lately. I had Shay help me style it and piece it together. And then my hair is my crown. So for the photo shoot, I always try, well, not always try, but anything that I do, my hair should be up in a crown because I'm representing myself, I'm representing my family, and that's beautiful for me. And then my streetwear, it was a little bit of glamorous and like a little hip hop. I had like a pearl choker. And then my coat had pearls. It was just, this shoot really challenged me to step out and just go for it because I always kind of wear black or just keep it really simple. So I learned how to accessorize and then really just put pieces together. So I really enjoyed the shoot in that aspect of the creativity.
Love it.
I love that too. And it was fun helping you put it together.
Thank you.
So for my tailored look, I drew inspiration from the one and only Janelle Monáe. I love her. Like, if you think of dandy, or I just learned dandy-zette as the female term, they use it negatively now, but before it was actually to refer to the female form of dandyism. But she embodies dandy. So I took a look from the 60th Grammy she wore. It was Dolce & Gabbana, and it had these floral prints on it, and I was like, I want to replicate this look, and that's what I did. So I have a lot of embroidery, flower embroidery on it, and then her jacket kind of had the cover button like attached to it. It wasn't like a separate thing, so I thought that was dope how they did that. So that's where that inspiration came from. And then I love butterflies, so I had to make sure I showed some form of transformation with the butterflies. As far as my streetwear look, I love a blazer, but I needed to make it look more streetwear. And then I'm not into sneakers. I'm starting to get into sneakers. So I was like, okay, let me find a denim blazer. Let me find my sneakers and some jeans. And that's going to be my street look because that's normally not my go-to look. So it was exciting, you know,
Yeah,
all
I
of
wanted
this.
to challenge y'all.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so I had to write mine down, y'all. So excuse me. I'm gonna try my best to keep it short. So with the inspiration behind my look, I went with like a quote from Doechii. She's a musical artist, and she got this song called "Denial Is a River." And I wanted to like base a lot of, you know, this look around water and the significance of water. So you know, the meaning behind denial is a river is calling out the truth that one is refusing. So I wanted to like have my own interpretation of it. And the takeaway that I got was my truth is the fact that I am a multidisciplinary artist and I can fit and form into any artistic format. It's a play on the element water. It's a play on Bruce Lee's quote, "Be like water," which is adaptable and resilient. And so I wanted to like go with both of the looks, you know what I'm saying, with it, and have like one thing that I pull as far as like inspiration for the blazer is the Alexander McQueen's blazer that he had with the red paint stroke that was kind of like 3D and it was popping out. So I wanted to like kind of replicate that, but instead of using red thread, I used blue because of course, water. And then I wanted to incorporate the beads to make the beads look like water was trickling off of the blazer. And another connection with the water, the transatlantic slave passage, the York, where the Igbo people rebelled and drowned themselves, all of the black cities underneath water, like Oscarville, Seneca Village, Susanna and Ferguson, and the Mississippi River is similar to like the Nile River because since I'm from Memphis, like the back of my blazer, I put a river on the back of it. So that kind of signifies the relationship between the Mississippi River and the Nile River because you have the Mississippi River run through North America, just like how the Nile River runs through Egypt. So it's like, you know, a lot of similarities with it. And I put on the back, "The Nile is a river," and now I put on the back in denial, and then it's kind of like a double entendre. So like in denial or in the Nile, you know what I'm saying, like the Nile River. And then it has a lot of things traced back to Africa because, you know, like this whole journey I'm on with not wanting to mass produce because of fast fashion industries and where they actually sending clothes, and they sending these clothes to the shores of Ghana and putting them in their oceans. So that's the reason why I had the wave on the back of my blazer that I used recycled denim for, and I used the head wrap, you know what I'm saying, for this shoot because of a lot of, it's like this certain tribe that's in Southwest Africa, and they men wrap their heads in head wraps like if they're married or taken, you know. So that and yeah, that's the whole inspiration behind it. I try to keep it short, so.
And we gonna do content on all this, so these stories will be told in a different way. And I can't wait to see y'all content. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited.
The inspiration for my first look, I'm a maximalist. I love everything in the multitudes, like plenty of it, a lot of it, extra bold, crazy colors. So I wanted to do something different, which is why I went with the cream pinstripe. I was also inspired by zoot suits. I've always been super into zoot suits, like how they fit. Their colors, the prints of them, and just like what it embodied. So I wanted to find a way to incorporate the zoot suit with the maximalist. So a bunch of the pieces I had were from thrifting that I just, once I piled them on, I was like, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that. And then for my second look, aside from being a maximalist, I'm everything nostalgic. So I went with a bright orange denim set, top and bottom, that really incorporates the 90s and gave the street aspect to like urban, and to kind of go opposite of the tailored look. They're very oversized and baggy, and everything is very oversized. So yeah.
And then you do the next question.
Yes. I love all of the responses.
Yeah.
I definitely can't
I'm
wait for y'all
excited
to
about
see
the
them.
content.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay. So, any favorite details or challenges putting it together? And I will start. My biggest challenge was I really wanted to tap in learning how to upcycle, and I've been inspired by so many people, especially Mo. And so I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm not just going to go, and I usually shop at Fashion Nova. I was like, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to thrift, and then I'm going to put some embroidery on there. But the biggest challenge for me was I am plus size. So my top is smaller than my bottom. So it was easy to find tops, but like finding bottoms in my size was really difficult. And then I found them at Savers. That was like the last place I went to, and it just worked. I was worried because it was two different types of pinstripes, but it worked. So that was my biggest challenge, is finding bottoms in my size while thrifting and trying to upcycle. So yeah. And we want to pass it to Chardonnay.
Okay, so my biggest challenge was first understanding what the assignment was, because I was a little confused. Not confused, but just I didn't know how to create that on myself. So I did do some research. I was like reaching out to everybody and like, okay, so is it this? Like Shay was my go-to person. I would like text her at 10 o'clock at night, like, is this the look? And she's like, yes, just keep going with that. And it's more of, I've learned like it's accessories. I forgot the genre that I was looking at, but they had like all their like brooches and watches, and everything that they had represented their family. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm overthinking this a little too much, and let me just go with what feels right to me. And once I made that decision, everything started to come together. And my favorite piece was actually my little brooch that I found randomly, even before the shoot. And both of the brooches I actually wore, because I think I sent it in the group text. I'm like, look what I down. And they're just like, that's good. Keep doing it. I'm like, okay. So this is like a new, it's not new. I've always loved to dress and put things together. But now that I have a group of people that are helping me elevate my look and elevate just like to be myself and capture that like in my clothes and just make sure that I'm like representing myself a certain way. So that was my challenge, is like overthinking it, but it really wasn't that challenging, you know. It's just my mind was working against me. But yes, that was my experience.
And we go through that as stylists and designers as well. So it was just about challenging you and just kind of nailing your personal style and look and stuff. That's what this was
I think
about.
that's
like,
what
I know
it was.
you two
Yeah.
was the ones that was,
We're not
you
stylists.
know, you're designers. You know, you could be an artist all
Creative,
day, but
yeah.
it is a skill.
Yes.
You know, it is a skill. And even with myself, I have to sometimes be like, girl, you got to not be an artist right now. Just kind of, you need to know style, fashion, like, you know. So you got to study and all that stuff. So I'm happy that y'all was able to
that was
do
the fun part, is actually doing the research to see all the different looks, because it was so many genres and years. And I just was like, okay, I think I'm getting a clearer picture on what the goal is. And then I just brought it to 2025. That's all.
Love that. Love.
So it's on me.
It's on the line. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
We
about
can
the
go back
challenges. What our challenges were. The whole thing was new to me. Like, I've never really made a dress. So I bought a dress and then I glued flowers to it with hot glue. So I just didn't know how I was going to do it, and I just figured it out kind of along the way. And then one of the challenges with the dress was really putting the trail on the dress.
The train.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And like cutting it and finding the right scissors, because it was not working out. And then I also just pinned it because I didn't know how to stick it. So I like went from inside the dress and I pinned it in layers and ways that covered the pins. So it was fun to figure it out, but it was a little bit of a challenge. Also finding a fabric that was the right color. That was another challenge.
And you would definitely do it because you got the eye. Because it's hard to have that eye.
Yeah.
So I just bought a bunch of different fabric from Amazon and then returned everything else.
Hey.
That's what Amazon's good for.
Yeah. Love Amazon. Sorry, Amazon.
Sorry, not sorry, Emma.
You feel me? You feel me?
My challenges was, okay, so I had like multiple things that I revamped. I'm going to actually bring out the other thing that I did. So I did suspenders on top of a vintage jacket that I got. Like a guy gave it to me. Like, I want you to have this dope jacket. So I have to really tailor it in a way. The tailoring is good, but I have to tailor the suspenders well. So I was like, okay, I want to make sure that it's right and it won't get wrinkled, because, you know, the elastic and all that stuff. So I want to master that. So I didn't use that one, which is hella nice on me too. Like, it's so tailored. And then I was going to wear like a long, pretty black dress, but that didn't work. So I was like, you know, we're going to do something else. So I forgot I had that cape, and I haven't used that cape. So I was like, this is tailored. So went to the cape. The cape had something different on it, so I changed it out for the pearls. But I feel like the challenge was the dress under it, because I didn't know what dress. But I had hella black dresses, so I had to try on like 20 black dresses to figure out like, okay, which one. And that one was like the perfect one. And that was the last one I tried on. And I was all stressed. I was sweating and stuff. For the streetwear and dandy one, that one was not hard, because I do like that streetwear type of stuff, and I feel like I worked in a store for so long and I seen that process of it. But what was hard was my top. Like, I didn't know what top to wear, and I was gonna wear a tank, and then I kind of wanted to mix and match it. So I ended up like buttoning it, and the button was wrong. So some of the pictures didn't come out because how the button. But then when I picked the right pictures, it came out. So it was like that part, like the editing of the shirt and all that stuff. So I feel like I had a lot of challenges, but that's a part of styling. Like, you're gonna have, but what works and what don't. So you know. So okay, go ahead, Ken.
Some of the challenges I had are often challenges I have a lot of clothes. I have a lot of ideas, and some things work across the board, and then some things I have to revamp. But I had a whole bunch of different ideas, like some I tried with the vest on top of the pinstripe, some I tried with the vest on top of another shirt on top of the pinstripe. So visually was my issue, which is always my issue. I can look at something once and then go eat a sandwich and come back and look at it again and be like, why did I put these together? This I do not like. So being more decisive and conclusive when I put something together is always a problem I have. So that was one of my things. I asked them as soon as we got on set. I was like, I have a bunch of stuff. Does this look good? How does this look? Do we like this one? Should I switch it with this? So yeah, my indecisiveness is always a problem.
Man, I feel like we always need a think tank to get through, these ideas or any type of thing that we try to come up with. So I don't know. I have a hard time starting. Like that's my thing. So when I sat down with Mo and Shay, when we met up that time, like they really just helped me, push me to this idea of the Nile is a river. So like that's my thing. Like I just have a hard time getting the ball rolling. So I need to be around creatives in order to get the ball rolling. I would say
I know I was gonna sound like
That
that.
makes me happy.
because it's real. Like it's real, and I ain't really notice it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, until the wife said something, she was just like, "You need a think tank." I was like, "Exactly, that's what I need." I was like, "Man, I need to be around, like some creatives who, like the juices are, like the creative juices are flowing." So that's what I need. But my favorite details were the hand stitching design that looks like water falling off the blazer, the beading, and the river on the back. The most challenging part was the beading, only because of time. Like, time be my issue. That's always my issue. Like, time is just, ooh, man, if we could just get a little bit more of it or just stop it a little bit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can, just
Stop time.
Because you got to take them
catch up. You know what I'm saying? Because
pauses are
I wanted to
important.
add more thread, more beading, but, hey, it is what it is. So, yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you for acknowledging that we got to be around each other, because that's what Harambe is about. And that's what that whole goal was, to make sure we around each other so we can feed off of each other to be the best we want to be. And I know that when I was coming up in fashion and stuff and art and all that, I was around artists all the time. So it made me the person I am today. So I want to create that again. So I love that for y'all. I love that for us.
Come on.
You know, and I love you guys. I just,
Oh, we love
it-
you
I was- I
too.
was
We love you
teary-eyed
too,
when
man.
you
We love you,
said
we love
so.
you too.
I got so teary-eyed because that's like the goal is like I'm like really like doing some stuff. Shay know, like we talk all the time, but and you gonna know now too. But it's so much fun to be able to create this, and just when y'all saw the pictures, like it's just making me so happy because this is the goal. Like I just want to pour into you guys. I gotta make sure my cup is overflowing though, but that's the goal, So I love that. But the next question is the favorite moment of the shoot. And so I'm gonna answer this. And my favorite
One
moment was
moment.
the smiles and the laughs and us having a good time. And you can see that in our pictures. Like we had a good time. You see the love is there. A lot of us, some of us been friends for a long time, some has not, some is new, so you can just see that it don't matter, the time don't mean nothing in this shoot. And that's what it was about. It was about love of art, love of friends, love of other artists. So that was my favorite, and that's what I saw in the pictures. So yeah, that was my favorite. And then we're gonna move on to Elena.
My favorite moment was when we did our rich laughs. And
Oh.
and just like being goofy with everybody.
Yeah.
So
I saw Frank. He owes me money.
Give us our money.
There's my
I'm gonna
money.
get him.
I was waiting for it.
So my favorite moment was, man, I have to pick one. I have like top three because Cam, once Cam got the microphone towards the end
Oh
of the
yeah, I
shoot,
forgot all about
Tell me,
that.
I wrote that down too.
I had a lot of favorite moments up until then. And I think when I need like a smile, I watch that video of you, Cam, singing. Because nobody, like, she just grabbed the mic and was singing.
He told me there was karaoke.
The song wasn't even on yet.
I was preparing. I was getting into character.
But my overall favorite part was just we all have different personalities and how it just meshed so well. Like it does seem like we've known each other for so long. But what is time? What is this time that we speak of? Like
It's
maybe
not linear.
another lifetime.
Time's not
Because
linear.
I kept saying it's like family photos. Like we're all
You know
cousins.
what I'm saying?
Because it gave that family vibe. Like we're here taking pictures together, and it all just came together so perfectly. Everybody was complimenting everyone, helping. Like Mo came in at like the last second with some earrings that matched my outfit, and she didn't even know what I was wearing.
Being a stylist.
So, all of that, everything was my favorite. And I would love to do it again with you guys because you guys are so amazing.
we definitely gonna do it a lot of times.
She said a lot of times. See, here we go. She got the microphone. Hold on. It's not karaoke
I'm the
yet.
best ad-libber, okay?
You
I'm
are.
really good at that.
You are.
But we gonna have a karaoke night. So
Ooh,
Clearly,
yeah.
'cause-
Promote our
Yeah.
society
You know, I have my
karaoke
own
night.
personal microphone.
Because look, artists, our time is different.
That
I'm
Right.
just saying, we
Yes.
live in a whole nother universe.
Yes.
do.
I'm okay with being in this universe. I know people think I'm a
It's
weirdo.
different
all the
over
It's
time.
just a different clock.
Different over
You
here.
know?
Yeah, it-
There is
it
no
is.
clock, really.
No. We stopped the clock. And we
Right,
started when we're ready.
Time is not linear.
At all.
Oh, God.
Like I say.
So, my favorite moment, honestly, it was all of it from beginning to end. But my favorite part was to see the beginning of everyone just like coming up with their concepts. Even if it's not your original concept, you maybe had to divert to another thing. So I feel like I got a peek in a little bit of what people were thinking, and then to see it come to life the day of, and it's like, I see it. I love it. So that whole process, because the research is important, and even if you didn't do the research and your research was you just trying on different pieces in your closet, like all of that, I think it's just what makes it so amazing. And then to see the ending. So yeah, that's my favorite. That was my favorite part.
My favorite parts, favorite moments. I wrote down two, but I'm only gonna say one. Cause y'all told me to.
Maybe an honorable mention.
All right. Okay. But nah, I'm just playing. But yeah, my favorite part was like Charnay said when Cam got on the mic and did karaoke. So that was.
You're welcome.
Cam did the big one.
Right. She
I'm done.
did. She sang the
In
whole
my
song.
mind, what I heard was, if y'all want to exit from this photo studio, you better sing for your life.
And she did
So
just
I
that.
did. I got us
She
out.
did.
And our life depended on it.
Right.
And thanks to Cam,
We're
we got
all
out safe.
live.
We took shots too. There was a couple. I was a little
Shots for singing.
Shots of
It was
karaoke
shots,
or
yes,
else. It was
yes.
like, oh my God.
That's what I took it as. I was like, we're going to get out of here.
It was y'all had to be there. Me and Shay said I'm trying to had to be there.
For
So
real.
Oh my God.
Our shoots be fun.
yeah,
That was,
just
yes.
we have a good time. So y'all want to join Harambe? Y'all need to get on board. I'm
Absolutely.
saying.
Or we can go live and y'all can just hold your
Go
phone
live for the five.
and enjoy it. You know.
Yes. That also was my favorite part. Just the camaraderie. Camaraderie?
Yes.
That one. That word. Like it very much was a very comfortable shoot. I love seeing everybody's looks, how they meshed together. I loved how everyone was helping everyone. Like everyone was in their own thing. It was very tight space, but everybody's like in their own bubble, getting their stuff together. And then somebody could be like, "Oh my gosh, you got something? Let me get this for you real quick when you get on the set." You know, like I've been on many a set, so it was like being in this kind of environment. Like it wasn't a dull moment. It wasn't a moment where we were like, "Okay, well, what do we do next? I don't know how to pose. Does this look okay?" Like everything just meshed really well. It made it like a good environment to work with. I think it's always awesome that any photographer or videographer has playback so you can see what actually is happening. Because when we was looking at the pictures, I was like, oh, okay, I need to move my arm here or move it back up here. And that looks crazy, but that looks good. So it was just like being able to see what we were taking pictures of in real time helped us improve. And I think it also gave us the confidence to, continue to do what we were doing. Like if we were turned a little bit, it's like, no, I need to be more 90 degrees so you can really get that pop, really look how, because that, like, everything that you do behind the scenes, if it doesn't come through in the picture, have you really done your job? So I feel like we all really did our job. Like we all researched, we all studied, everybody's looks came together. When we got on set, it was like a well-oiled machinery. And then we seen the pictures today. Trust me, when you see these pictures today, y'all gonna see we did our thing.
Big one.
Big one.
We did a big one. Yeah, we did a big one.
Those are
that's on you.
all fun moments. So the next question is, how did you feel being photographed in your look? For me, I love being behind the scenes. It's hard for me to be on camera, but when I need to get into action, I can, but it takes me a minute. So sometimes it's like awkward posing, and then I can't see without my glasses, y'all. And I be trying to take photos without my glasses.
She really can't see without her glasses.
And she should be on the camera. Shay is such a beautiful person inside out.
thank you.
Gorgeous.
So I feel like
But
I've
she
been
blind, though.
pushing her
But she blind.
with our podcast, but she be killing. Like, when y'all see the pictures, we ain't gonna let y'all see them yet. Ours, we gonna post them for everybody. But her pictures, she did an amazing job, and it's like you need to be
Thank
on camera.
you.
Period.
Yeah. So that, I mean, but I felt so good in what I created, and so that's what I had to like channel of like, you did that, so push through that. And so I love being photographed, but it took me a minute to kind of like really get in my zone.
For me, the main thing was feeling confident. Because that's something over the years of just my life is I didn't have like the confidence of like getting in front of a camera, talking in front of like doing any of that stuff. Like I like to be behind the scenes. Like I could tell people like, oh, this will look nice like this. Go over here, do that. But when it comes to me, I'd be like,
Exactly.
okay. So this photo shoot and seeing the pictures and not knowing that I'm a little camera shy and then seeing how they came out just makes me feel like, okay, the confidence did show through. Just keep working with that, stick with that. And I think also it was the outfit that made me feel like, oh, girl, everything is flowing together. Like, you just need to put on a good smile and like work the camera, just figure it out. And like Cam said, just seeing your images right after they take the picture, it is a boost of confidence. Like you are like, oh, I'm really tripping right now. Like, this looks great. Like, if I just tilt my head just a little bit.
But I don't look that crazy.
Yeah, because
You look crazy.
sometimes like you're in a photo shoot, they're just snapping and you're just like double chin and all, but you don't know until they send you the pictures.
Yeah.
But in real time, we got those pictures and everyone's like, oh, I need to turn my head a little bit this way until like, so the confidence, that was like the main thing for me. And like,
Is that a book in my nose?
absolutely.
What's in my teeth?
It's perfect. It worked.
What's that? Damn.
You gonna edit that out?
Get that booger right here. I see it.
But yeah, that was confidence.
I forgot what the question was.
How did you feel being photographing your look?
Oh, I felt like a dad. Fix had the lighting nice. So I think we all looked really beautiful, and I think it showcased all of our work really nicely. Yeah.
I agree. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
I am.
Yay, us.
I felt rich as hell.
Okay.
I was gonna say AF. But I felt rich. Like I did what I was supposed to do. I felt like art because it was from an art piece. And then of course confidence. Like I had confidence. I felt like also I was zooting it from y'all too. Like because everybody just was. Just seeing everybody looks too was surprising. Like, oh wow, cause we was talking about it. We having meetings, And you see people move boards, so you're like, okay, and then just to come alive, and then just see everybody smiling and laughing and having fun. I feel like I got y'all energy too, so it helped. So yeah, I would say that. That's my answer.
How did I feel being photographed? I love being photographed. Kind of. I always look at photo shoots like anything that's I'm dressed, I'm a new character. So that dandy is not my regular degular everyday character. So I felt like I needed to embody a different character to kind of exude. I am like a cheesy, goofy person. So like I felt like with the dandy look, I had to be more regal, more rich auntie,
Yes,
every
rich
day
auntie.
I'm just broke auntie, but like with that fit I was like rich auntie, like somebody owe me money and I'm about to go chase them down, but not like this, like I'm going to go chase them down, they owe me my ducats. I was really
Okay,
feeling
ducats.
I
I'm
felt
gonna
like we
get
was
my
really in the
quiz
air
on.
for real. We had our own era of 2025.
Yeah, so it was like it felt good to be able to embody a different character, like something out of my element. And like the guffaw, the laugh was like my everything. I felt like that really helped channel being that new character of kind of like, this is not me. I don't normally laugh like this, but somebody owes me money. But yeah, I love that. I loved the aspect of us all being different characters.
Yeah, I love that too.
Stanley, bring the car around.
Stanley, fetch my car.
Fetch my whip.
Not that whip.
And make sure you hit Franklin on the corner. He owes me ducats.
Not that Franklin. Franklin mode. And you know he a turtle.
I want my money, Franklin.
Oh my God! All right, so I felt inspired, thrilled, and shiny, like some buffed gold or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And like Cam just made a good point about it. Like like you a different character. So like in photo shoots, I ain't never really just thought about it like that. That's a good way to really put it, you know what I'm saying? Because I only think about it when it comes to just film. You know how you, in film, you embody these characters, but, photo shoots, it's just a still image that you embody, But that was a good point. I like that.
That's
I
But,
like
how
that
you
every
finish
day.
it.
Yeah.
Right, I was
Every
gonna
day
say
when I
that.
put my outfits on, I feel like I'm a new character.
you know what I'm
You're
saying?
reinventing
Yeah.
yourself every
Yeah.
day.
Like, I
Your
can't be
outfit.
goofy
But that's
like
what
this.
it's
I'm being a
about.
professional
Right.
person.
Right, because I mean, the
Yeah.
real true people only know it's like behind closed doors. So,
Right.
like I am silly, I am goofy. So, I mean, hey.
Yep. But then they see
You
that
know.
picture and they like, oh,
Exactly.
Right.
We was
Right.
looking real red.
man,
know what I'm saying?
they were not
We
ready.
coming from all the dollars.
That
I'm
part.
just saying.
The rich
That
auntie's
part.
photo shoot and
Yes,
uncle.
rich auntie.
We for the uncles too. I'm just saying.
It's old money.
Old
the
money.
old. That's
We come from old
that's
money.
the style
Yeah.
that I
we
really
have
want.
a pocket watches.
Right.
Yes.
We was-
Ooh.
Like, what time is it? Hold up.
Side note,
Exactly.
I'm gonna share.
That's
this with
exactly
y'all
what we
real
look
quick.
like. I was
Yes.
about to pull out pocket watch.
That's
Real quick,
basically-
fun fashion tip. The reason women didn't have pockets back in the day, pockets were for poor people. If your clothes had pockets, then you could not afford to have someone carry your stuff for you.
You know what?
Is that not crazy?
Listen.
Because I got into this whole debate about like why women have smaller pockets than men have, but it was because if
Men
you
still
had
stuff.
big pockets, then you were really poor and you had to hold your own stuff.
Well, let us know,
Crazy,
Kim.
I know.
Look,
Thank
let me
you.
check how
Thank
many
you.
pockets
Love the
I got.
facts.
Deep in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, oh, it's an illusion.
I got a lot of pockets.
How many pockets you got?
I got pockets on my legs. Like,
I got pocket on that leg.
I got pockets.
Stuff in there. Look,
That's a
let me
pocket.
get my pocket down here.
That's a pocket.
Right.
See, you got a pocket on the shoulder.
That's a
Yeah.
pocket.
That's right.
She knows all these ladies' things.
I'm full
She
of
has tiny
pockets.
pockets.
No, I'm just playing. Okay. So, what surprised you seeing everyone's look come together? So, I would say I loved everybody look. I was very proud because when me and Shay was talking about this idea I was like, because we had did an episode on Fits and Facts. And I think it was our first episode, actually. It was our first episode. We, being in school and stuff, we talked about the Met Gala a lot. So we was very proud of Met Gala because it was Black excellence. And we wanted to really just dive into, like, Black fashion and all that stuff. So I was like, we should do a shoot. And so we just started going back and forth, and then it just kind of came alive, and then that's when I came to y'all with it. But I was proud because I seen that everybody was happy and proud of themselves, and that made me happy because I was like, they came together because it's like it's no other. And I'm talking to the stylists and the designers, when you put something and put that shit on, like I say, excuse my French, put the shit on. You feel so good, and you walk in rooms with this confidence that nobody can rip away. They can say some shady stuff, and you still gonna own that room. It's a light that will never be dimmed. So I seen that light in y'all, and I loved it. Like I was so proud, and I was just like, this is my dream. Like, you know, just I'm happy to see this. Everything is coming together. So yeah. I was just proud of y'all. I was proud of everybody look and how we was helping everybody. That was fun doing that, like the earrings. I was like, oh, let me get these earrings. I got a lot of stuff. I had good stuff too. I had a whole kit for y'all. So yeah, that's what I can say.
I feel like, I think I was surprised by how much work was put into everybody's look, and I think everyone just looks so fabulous. Like, especially Najee, you creating all of your outfit. I was like, dang. So that surprised me.
Yeah, I think not his whole everything. When I was like, what is that on the back? Is it a mountain? He goes, no, it's a denim wave.
Yeah.
What? And then when he laid it down, I was like, that is a wave. How did you do this? He's like, yeah. And then look at the river. The river? And then even in the shoot where you had what was this? And it looked like it was coming out of Cam's mouth.
The water.
Yes.
Coming out of my mouth,
Like,
out my ear.
yes.
I was like, that's so tight.
It was his
So-
outfit, like, it was just like, wow, you guys made this stuff? This is amazing. Inspiration. I was inspired. I was just like, this is great. Everybody put their, like, your dress was beautiful. All the flowers. I'm like, girl, it's like growing out of your chest. Like, how did you do that? She's like, oh, I did. So that was like the surprise for me. It's just everybody's creativity and how it came together, but it flowed.
Yeah.
It flowed and it worked together. So y'all two's outfits were, you know, Cam, every time I see Cam, I'm just like, girl, you put that together. So
Girl, I just ran through my closet real quick. It's too much stuff in here. It really is.
but that's what surprised me. It's all the creativity. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it truly is. And I wouldn't say anything really surprising because I knew it was like a photo shoot with all creatives and artists who are very talented in their own right. And we were going to make it work. I just love that it was so different across the board, but it was so cohesive at the same time. And so it just, I love that whole part about it. So nothing really surprised me, but it was just great to see how we made all the different personalities come together.
I agree.
Yeah.
Man, you know when something's true when everybody be like,
Like it's good.
and you extend it. Don't let it hit real good. So that's how I felt during the shoot. I was just like, you know, you look at the looks, all the creativity and innovativeness, you know, because, I knew everybody had that eye, but you still just be surprised, you know what I'm saying? Because you just be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, they killed it, you know, like I said in my last question about just being around creatives, because, you know, that just helps you. You know what I'm saying? It helps your mental. I mean, for me, that's what it does for me. It fills my cup. So just seeing everybody's creativity and innovativeness, like that was not necessarily a surprise, but it was a surprise. So like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very similar. I wasn't surprised. Like nothing really surprised or shocked me. I think I was more just surprised at how hard everybody went. Like everybody did their research, and I really I guess I was a little surprised to see everybody kind of out of their element. Like everybody executed, and I could see bits of pieces of people's personality in their fits. Like no one was too far off. You know, like I don't normally see you in a dress, but I could tell. Like I was like, okay.
To have my name on it.
Right. And like you, I normally see you in black, but like your fit was like, okay, I could see with the flowers. Okay, everything was like detailed. You know, and
I
like,
had eyes on my hat too.
yes, the eyes. I
On
was
the
like the
side.
hat. No, the hat.
It was eyes looking at you guys.
The hat was watching me.
Eyes on you.
I was watching me.
Because you look like you got
wait a
eyes,
minute,
two big old eyes.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I just loved that everybody was really in a bag. Like everybody came through, but still was like, this gonna be that little piece of me that you gonna know it's mine. It's my signature.
So, next question. How do you hope people feel when they see the images from this shoot? I'm going to say one word, inspired. Like, really get into your creative bag and do it. Even if it don't make sense, once you get into the process, you'll be surprised how it comes along. So, I
Yeah.
want you to feel inspired.
I was gonna say that.
Gonna say that too.
But absolutely to be inspired, because one, I don't have a fashion background at all. I'm just winging this. It's just a matter of research, ChatGPT, asking, phoning a friend, a lifeline, you know, looking in your closet and just figuring it out. So my look, I hope it inspires somebody to just be creative and just go for it. And for me, when I did my looks, I literally had them hanging on the back of my door for like a week or so. And every day I would like add something and take it away. So just be inspired, because what you feel today, you may not feel tomorrow. And the look of the day will come together. So just inspiration, just if you see a vision, just go for it and execute it, put it on, and you may feel magical, because I felt magical.
I agree.
Motivated, prolific, you know, take action, do the thing. That's what I hope people feel.
See fashion. Just see fashion, get inspired off of the fashion that they see.
I hope they feel empowered to do the things, you know, to feel comfortable stepping out of your element, to feel comfortable challenging your norms, to like, it's literally nothing. You could go to like your closest thrift store, grab some clothes, and become a whole different person and do a whole different thing. It's really just about the effort. So it's like you'll see it with the research we did. You'll see it with the content that we've produced, that, you know, we had a vision, we executed it, and it shows in the photos. So I would want people to feel empowered that this is something that they can do as well. We just some regular, schmegular, degular folks.
That part.
You feel me? But I hope people take I agree with everyone, but I hope people just feel a creative spark. And like they feel inspired to dress up and just have fun, because like that's what it's mainly about. You know what I'm saying? And I want and I hope for people to take away their own interpretation of each look. You know, like, you know, because everybody got their own perception of things. So, yeah.
So, not that spitting out that mint. Look, keep that in. This is real life.
Don't you cut that. Don't you
Don't
cut
cut
that.
it.
Bloopers.
That was all
Yeah, we
the
love the bloopers.
Look, I be bloopers. Look, I'm goofy, y'all. And I'm a human, so.
She's saving it for later.
Look, period. I'll give a good joke in a minute. But, okay, so what does dandy mean to you now that you have lived this moment? And so I would say dandy is putting it on, showing up for yourself. Dandy means self-love. I feel like it's on the moment. Love what you are putting on. Fashion, always fashion. Art. Walking billboard. So yeah, that's what it mean to me now that I live this moment.
Yeah. I think dandy means to just go all out. Like, if you were questioning to add another thing, add it. And yeah, just play with colors, play with the fabrics, the accessories, and just, it's like maximalist, express yourself, put on a character, like Cam was saying. I think that's what it means to me.
It's giving rich auntie vibes for me.
Yes, Rich Auntie.
And accessories, really accessorizing that. That's what I learned is it's all about the accessories. The more you put on, the better the outfit becomes. And they're all personal items to you. So that's what I learned is it's giving rich auntie vibes.
I love the giving Rich Auntie.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say one word, and I just say presence, and that's what just going through this. What I take dandy is, and it was like that from the get go, but I really understand that now of showing up how you want to show up and letting your clothes speak for you.
I liked it. Dandy means tailored armor in art for me. It's a resistance to the neurotypical and standardized style of the society that we live in. That's what dandy means to me.
The resistance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Two things stick out for me: individualism and also fitting in to stand out, if that makes sense. Because just like the brief research that I did, people coming out of that and finding a way to fit in amongst the standard folk, to not be penalized again. So like finding ways to characterize yourself so you're fitting in, but they don't really know who you are. So yeah, I feel like that fitting in to stand out, being a Cheerio being a Fruit Loop in a world of Cheerios, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Love that.
I like that.
Love that.
Did you already own pieces you wore, or did you source anything new just for this shoot? I know I mentioned it earlier, so I had to source. I wanted to source, and I did thrifting for the entire thing. So, yay!
Yes, repurpose.
For me, most of the items I owned except for my pink pants and my tie, which that's what I wore because it came together all on its own. But yeah, it was crazy. All that was in my closet already. And I bought a necklace from Amazon.
The first look, the tailored look, I sourced and made. And then the second look I already had in my closet. So, yeah, the first look, I went to several different places. I went to Hobby Lobby to get flowers that look real. And then I glued them on. And then I went to Temu to get some embroidery. And I glued that. I hot glued that because I don't really know how people normally put on embroidery stuff. And then
We could teach you.
All these designers
go
and stuff
before.
here.
But and then the train, I went to a fabric store actually, and then I thought that the color looked the same, and I brought it home and it wasn't the same, and then I set it there for a little bit, and I was like, oh, maybe it'll grow on me, and then it didn't, and so then I went on Amazon and got a whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't know what kind of fabric it was going to end up looking like because it was from online, and I kind of wanted it to be stretchy or flowy and like kind of translucent to match the embroidery. So yeah, I did like a whole bunch of.
Yeah, Jersey is the best.
was
I
a
think that was
journey.
Jersey. I think it was Jersey.
It was
I love
swimsuit, I
it.
think.
With
The train.
oh, a
Neoprene.
swimsuit?
Yeah.
Probably
Oh,
neoprene.
huh?
Probably neoprene.
Yeah, I
They usually
agree.
have a 4-way stretch.
Yeah, cause I was like, I think that's Jersey, but is that Jersey, baby?
Mm-hmm.
It'll get you right. But I love y'all. Look was cute.
Thank you.
I loved it. Yes, everything in I had mostly everything in my closet. The streetwear, no and yes. I think I bought most of the stuff or some of the stuff I bought because I wear streetwear stuff, but not like I used to. I used to wear a lot back in the day. But now I wear more like suits and stuff, so I have more girly stuff, so all the dandy stuff was easy. But I also made the hat. I put flowers, eyeballs, and like a net that I had already in my, because I have like hella fabric. So I was able to do that part for myself. I add flowers. So I just bought flowers. The streetwear, going back to that, I bought the Ralph Lauren because the low lives wore Ralph Lauren. And then I got my dope dealer glasses. Them dope dealer glasses sick. I'm so happy I got them. My grill I bought. And then my dunks I bought a while ago. So yeah, that look was more like bought and kind of stuff I had already. So it was a mix. But the first look was made, revamped, and then I had stuff in my closet. Like the cape I had in my closet, with that tie I had in my closet. I got a lot of clothes, so yeah. So
for my first look, it was a combination of everything. The cream suit is actually from my grandma's closet. The vest that went over top of that was actually from the estate sale that I got like a month ago. The lady who lived there actually made that. So that, and then the yellow jacket I shopped. The shoes, the hat, that was all from my closet. My second look, everything was from my closet. If it's got color, it's in my closet. I own it. It's mine. So yeah, it was really, I think everything. Oh, the do-rag in my second one did come from Amazon. Other than that, everything else is from my closet, or I've stolen it from someone who's left it at my house. If you leave it at my house longer than 24 hours, it is mine.
Okay, I need you to leave some things out in my house for 24 hours.
I bet you want me to leave that Lego purse, huh?
Yes, I do.
So the only thing or piece that I had to source was the blazer from Goodwill, and everything else. Man, I swear, everything else I made, already made or already had. Like the two pair of bell bottoms I wore for both looks. The first pair I made like maybe back in 2018 for a collection of clothes that I released based on like the 1970s kind of look. So bell bottoms, crop tops, things of that nature, bright colors. The bell bottom denim, recycled denim pair that I made, I did those maybe like last year. And that blazer I already had with the wave on the back. I got that off of Amazon, I think. Yeah, everything else I already had. I just had to source that blazer that I wore in the first look. So yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be the last question, y'all. Was there a specific detail in someone else's look that stood out to you, and why? So we're gonna make this the last question because I feel like it's two questions in one. I would say everybody. Elena, I love the flowers. I love that you thought of things and you also got creative in how to get it done. That's like, because that's revamping at its finest. Because that's how I used to be. When I was in middle school, I used to just be like, I'm going to put this together and figure it out. So I love that because that's what, fashion is about, you figuring it out. So I love that. I love your flowers too. So it's like you were holding a bouquet of flowers.
I was
love
the bouquet.
That. You was, was like, I am the bouquet. I'm holding it. Love that.
Thank you.
And I love the color because that is a trend color right now. Chardonnay, I love that color, that boldness of yours, and I love the pearl details. I love that about yours. And I like the pearls in your shoes.
The pearls in the shoes were everything.
Shay, I love that you added the butterflies because I feel like that's you. She always got, I remember when I met you and I think we went somewhere like our first time. I was like, girl, butterfly, okay, with the butterfly. But yeah, so I love that you added something that was you in your look. I loved everything. Like, you did a really good job. And I love the pins. It was matching because I did not know until you said something. So I love that she thought about it and really put it together. That's what the stylist is about. And I say, sir, for real?
Right.
Like, this what we doing?
For real?
I love that you're the designer of the group.
I'm modest, man.
I love that you're the designer of the group. because Najee is such a light. He is a giving person. So if you need help, he will help you, like, and show you stuff. So I love that you, the designer of the group, because I'm gonna be asking soon. So Yeah. But he did his big one, and it was awesome. And then Cam, girl. Like, Cam is herself. She puts it on. She owned it. I love the bra and the pearls. I loved it. I was like, yes, pearls. Okay. But your look was awesome. Yeah, it was cute. So I remember everything. I don't miss anything. You can't get nothing past me. I'm very much so that person, very much so big on details. So I loved everybody look. It was not nobody that y'all did awesome. I'm proud of all y'all. So I just want to say that everybody did amazing. So I wanted to start it off that way.
There we go.
So
My eyes
don't
sweat.
cry.
My eyes sweat.
But go ahead.
Onions.
Oh, go ahead.
Something that did stuck out to me was Najee's jacket with the wave. I thought the wave was super cool that you put on there. I thought that was really creative, and yeah, that was like
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
So because I already shouted out your outfits, but I'll do it again. I'll pick out different things, but like Shay, I love the butterfly crown that it was just so cute. It was like you were thinking butterflies in the pictures. If you look at it, it was like little cute butterflies at the top. And Cam, your streetwear outfit, it was just like, this girl is hilarious. She went from one extreme to the next. And then tried to wrap me in her coat because I got shorter as the shoot went on.
I got shorter too.
Yeah.
He was killing me.
My
Them
street-
two was.
My streetwear, I lost, 2 or 3 inches, and she was like, come on, get in my coat. But I loved everything. And then I didn't even realize, like, your dress, yes, it looked like you were carrying a bouquet. I didn't even think that.
it's funny though because the event I made it for was like giving everyone else their flowers, but then I was the bouquet.
Yes. I didn't even think
I love
about
that.
carrying it. That was,
Yeah.
look at that.
Like she carried
Details.
it to the people.
Yes, that's so cute.
I don't know. I think of weird stuff. So
Yes.
I can get into my head quick.
And then
So
I
kick me out
loved your
sometimes.
pearl tie. That was like my favorite thing when I saw. I'm like, oh my god, I want one.
Yeah. Thank you. That was actually
And your
my
hat
policy I bought
too.
last year.
Yes, and your hat. I liked how it was a veil with the flowers. It was like a trail of flowers behind you.
She was the bride in the,
Yeah,
the
see?
photo. So
Oh,
the veil was the bride. So I
Gotcha.
break it down. I'm gonna tell the story like on my thing because it's a long story, and it was pictures within pictures. So it's like
Gotcha.
it's the past. So I was a past, future, and present. So I was the future at her party.
Oh.
And then I was the present and past. So the
Gotcha.
low loss was the past, and then the present was
Like now
the
you got me
dandy.
thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
we got a bunch of different things.
I know. It was a collection. Me and Shay, who was talking about it? Me and Shay
Wow.
and Najee.
Easter eggs. They call them Easter eggs.
Easter
Easter
eggs.
eggs.
You know?
Yeah.
It's right. Well, look, this group was interesting. We gonna be dipping in.
Y'all gotta
We gonna
teach
be
me
letting
these
y'all know.
things. I
We
was at
giving
the,
stories.
listen. I'm thinking. I'm like, how can I tie in my dress from your event to this shoot? I'm gonna think about this now. Thank you for the gym. Oh, and then Najee, obviously the jacket, everything. It was the details and all the beautiful things for him. So yes.
Okay.
And so I will say, I mean, everyone had beautiful details, but one of my favorite details was the rain, the water, drops, the raindrops. And I think it's like, it reminded me of like just Pharrell's moment on the carpet where you have to be on that blazer with your eyes to see the
Yeah.
detail to respect it.
Yeah.
So that's what I was like, yeah, Najee, he did that. So,
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you, Shay, thank you. And it's crazy you said that about mine, and I'm finna talk about yours. So, Shay's butterflies in her first look, I love how it went from the idea in her head to reality with placement in the butterflies. You know, I thought that was cool on the blazer, the pants, and how you manipulated it on the headpiece. So I thought that was dope. And then of course Cam's use of color and layering. You know what I'm saying? I love the oversized orange denim set with the green trench and blue do-rag. That was dope. The layering of the first look was immaculate, and from the pearls to the trench to the fan and the bag, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
You did have the fan.
I would pick another one, but yeah. But I'm gonna pick another one anyway. Everybody looked really, and of course Atlanta liked the flowers, like you said. It was just dope. And then everybody use of pearls. So you wearing pearls, you wearing pearls, and Cam wearing pearls. I went to real quick. I went to Amy Sherrill's exhibition at the SF MoMA, and she had this one pic of a woman that she painted with pearls around her neck, and she said that was equivalent to like a shield. So like pearls are like shields, you know what I'm saying? Because like women are y'all kind of like warriors.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
We definitely superheroes and stuff we be going through. But Cam, she gonna end it out, and then I'm gonna wrap it up.
I loved everybody's look. I am an avid DIYer, so kudos to everybody who made something. Your hat, beautiful. It went great with the pearl tie, and the cape was just like tied everything together. Flowers. Now that I've got the Easter eggs and the gems about it, because I was like, oh, I thought it was beautiful, but now I'm like, something about them eggs, it just makes things more
gotta
like,
drop
I'm
'em.
like,
Yeah.
the whole like giving people their flowers like that. That's the things that I love about fashion, when it evokes those emotions of like, oh my gosh, like I loved it, but now I love it. Cause I was like, that's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful sentiment to like give people flowers at your event.
Thank you. Miss Man with these hidden pearls. When I seen the pearls in the shoes, I was
Yes.
like, okay, baby did not come here to flat. Here for it. And you with the butterflies.
Literally every picture with the butterflies, it was like they were hovering over you to like protect you, like
Yes.
and it was such a small thing, like having them, and it reminded me of those clips back in the day that used to move with the springs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I love that. Okay. And then you are, first of all, you made your whole outfit.
He was the show
okay.
star.
I just like
It was
the
his show.
detail.
We showed up for it.
Right.
And you
so
were
funny.
seeing
Background.
the pictures
Y'all so
how
Yeah.
he protected us as the man he is. So
Yeah.
it was
It
very
came
much
through.
so that he owned that, because
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
very much so our protector. So.
Yeah, no, for
Absolutely.
real.
Absolutely.
But I want to wrap it up. Thank you, you guys. I love y'all. First off, we did amazing with this shoot. And I want you guys to subscribe below. Leave comments, like, share, like really tell us what y'all not gonna see them just yet, but I want y'all to do the content, watch the content, come back, watch the episode, and then go back. So y'all can get all the Easter eggs, like Cam said. So we'll be in our content, we'll be sharing our Easter eggs, so then you can kind of get the gist of what's been going on. Then we're gonna roll it out, and then y'all gonna see the pictures. So this is just like a whole experience with the podcast, from the pictures, the content, and then the raw live from the pictures. We giving y'all the whole experience so y'all can teach yourself some stuff about fashion. That's what we do. We creators that's giving back. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
You heard what she said.
We
Like
are-
what we did.
Subscribe.
Comment on our outfits
Stop
and
playing.
subscribe to get some more of
You
this
feel me.
content.
Right.
You
You
feel
feel
me?
me.
And we out.
You gonna be right
Thank
up here sitting next to us.